Now. Yeah, you know the vibes. It's your boy Big Shot, Jackal Fitness, Underground King. Told you the early bird gets the worm. I'm going live right now. Bringing my boy Laquan the Dawn. Yeah, there he is. There he is, champ. What's going on, brother? What's going on with you?
Yo, yo.
Yeah, you can hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, there
Yeah,
he is. There he is, calling the Dawn. What's going on, man?
good, I'm good, chilling.
Yeah, I appreciate your time this morning, King. Um, You know, first let's talk about your date, man. I want to talk about your date on November. I believe it's the 25th, right? November 25th. You got to unmute your mic. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, unmute your mic. Let's talk about your date first, man. You know, November 25th, Thanksgiving Eve, man.
Yes, second year in a row.
Yeah, you know, you back in action. Don't
Yeah,
mind my brother-in-law back there pulling off for work and shit. You back in action November 25th. Thanksgiving Eve, man. What can we expect, man? You know that last one, man. Yo, I had to repost that, man. That barbarian hook, man. You know, you took boy out of socks, man. Yeah, you had him, man. That barbarian hook was deadly, man.
yeah.
You sit down on your punches very well, man. Speak on it real quick.
Well, that right there, well, we got caught up at a nice exchange, and I knew he was gonna drop that left hand, so that's why I just threw it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It landed.
That was down, man. I love that video, man. I love posting that shit, man. You knocked him out of his socks, man. He went back to the corner. He was staggering, man. He was out on his feet. Had you delivered that shot, I said with a minute left, I think that fight would have been over, man. He got saved by that belt, man. It was like it happened towards the end, so he was able to. The belt was able to save him. Had you landed that with like a minute to go, and he had 60 seconds, I don't think he would have got up out that round, man.
Yeah, nah, he definitely would have been done. That,
Yeah.
what's
So yeah.
that belt?
So what can we expect November 25th, man? Yeah. Are you bringing Jesse along this time, or it's just gonna be strictly you and Joe this time, man?
Well, with the whole the virus thing still going on,
Yeah.
by the promoter that what I'm saying, I can't have more than one person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
So,
it's gonna go back to Joe. That's there. You guys got a good chemistry, man.
yeah,
You
yeah.
and Joe, man. You was on a win streak, man. You
I,
know.
I, I got good chemistry with both guys, but not
Yeah. They
you
don't
know.
got good. Exactly. Let me touch. I'm gonna touch on that. Yeah. Listen, you were good. In fact, that's a fact. You were good with both of them. But as a unit, as the triangle offense with you, Joe, and Jesse,
No way.
it's it's not working. It's not working. It's like yeah, you guys are like it's like you know who you guys remind me of. You guys remind me of. Remember when they had at OKC? It was Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. Three MVP caliber players. You know what I'm saying? Three MVP caliber players, but they couldn't get it done together. They couldn't
Yeah,
get it done.
that's what and that's what kind of messed up because each guy wanted the lead role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Jesse was my original guy, so that's what he's used to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But this particular fight, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, recently Joe's been the one guy. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
so that's what he's accustomed to. So of course
Yeah.
he's gonna bark out his orders or what he sees, and Jesse, that's what he's used to doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Conflict became where one said one thing, one said the other thing, instead of, saying him relaying it to Joe and Joe relaying it to me, he said it himself, and then Joe said what he had said. It came to the point where the strategy went out the window. They were just both just trying to
Yeah.
get their.
Oh man. Yeah. It was a good entertaining fight. It
Yeah,
was a good entertaining fight.
yeah,
But
but
you heard them. Listen, when you watch the fight and you see them in the corner, yeah, you will see it. Like, 'cause I watched it on the YouTube. I was watching it. Yeah, you can see the tension in them.
yeah,
You see when you guys are in there fighting, yeah, you see Joe yelling like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like you see, yeah, you can see those two. Like, yeah, you and Saquon is out there getting it on, and you see them two in the corner, off in the corner, in the
getting it
ring
on.
post, like arguing, like, "Yo, he's out here fighting." You know what I'm saying? You see those two. Yeah, it was entertaining though, man. It was
Yeah,
entertaining, but at the same time, they supposed to be watching over you, and you know they got to be doing their job, man.
so like you see me and Joe go at it in the corner. I
Yeah,
tell him,
yeah, all the time. Yeah, yeah,
don't tell me the card because but we do that all the time, right? You know what I'm saying? But the
yeah,
thing is, me personally, I need a calm corner. I
yeah.
don't
You
need.
got the corner, got to be calm.
Yeah, I can't have the team when the panic. When they start to panic, then I start
Yeah,
panicking. And
yeah, yeah,
I gotta, and that exactly with that fight. As I watch the fight back now, I see
yeah,
I was rounds easy. Fuck
yeah,
what the commentator was saying. I was winning the first 2 rounds easy. But
yeah. You was controlling the pace. Shout
what I
out to
need
Scotty, man. World Combat Sport. What's up, my guy? See you.
to know, when sometimes when we in that ring, we don't really know if we win or losing. Some guys say they do it, but you really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you see a guy after the fight, he clearly lost, but he talk about he think he won because sometimes in there you feel you did certain things you don't see from the outside looking in, and that's what
Nah, you just getting it on. Yeah,
our trainers for to let us know what exactly we ain't see or what we not seeing. You
yeah.
know,
They're the extra set of eyes. Correct. Facts.
so like come back to school, but what I needed was something like you might hear Roger Mayweather tell Floyd keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or you win
Yeah.
it, keep doing or do this or that. When I came back to the corner, it was he wanted
Chaos. I seen it.
to do he wanted to do what he wanted to do. They're not telling me you good, you got this.
Yeah,
Keep doing it.
yeah,
He wants me to do one thing and he want to do a thing. Not because that's what I needed to do, because he wanted to get his point across over him and he wanted to get his point across over him.
yeah,
I led to me
yeah,
thinking, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So when I go back out, I'm like, oh, I gotta knock this motherfucker out.
yeah, yeah,
You know, I'm not listening to them. I'm like, oh, because they yelling, one yelling one thing, another thing. So I block both of them out, and now it comes from boxing to human instinct. And my human
yeah, yeah,
coming from where I grew up at, where I came from, is to kill, eat, get them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Get them. Jump
So
on them.
that gave that explanation of what Shaquan was wanted me to do was to brawl with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
and that's what I did, and that's why in the third round he was able to rock me back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's what pulled the fight closer. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that came from ignoring my corner. The reason why I ignored my corner
yeah,
because and that's not what I needed at the time. I needed that keep doing what you're doing thing. You know what I'm saying? You got this, and they was that's what and I got mad at both of them because I felt like you know what I'm saying to
yeah,
winning their own little battle instead of let's get this win. After the win, y'all could do what I'm saying do whatever. But everything is a learning experience. You know what I'm saying?
that's all. Yeah,
As well as them, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I know that certain shit I can't mix together. No matter how
yeah.
good it,
No, that yeah, that wasn't. They don't work good together at all.
Yeah, nah,
That's
nah.
yeah,
Two alphas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
And you
not
know
good.
what it is too. It's they personalities, and they both were former prize fighters themselves. So
Yeah.
so like you said, they both looking to be the lead dog. No,
Yes.
no, and neither one of them was willing to, put their pride to the side and say, you know what, you take charge, you take the lead. I could be the chief second. Both of them wanted to be the head honcho in the corner, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that's
No.
what it takes. Yeah, you don't have to be the alpha dog all the time.
Exactly.
One of them could have took the back seat, but everybody's mentality is different, man. But
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
said, it's a learning experience. Now for future fights. One guy can't come. You know what I'm saying? It can't be both of them because both of them want to be the alpha.
Is and that's where it comes. Where I gotta be the one to make that decision. Like, yo, listen, you gotta sit this one
Yeah.
out and not worry
Yep.
about how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
so now you know what I'm saying. But now it's get ready for the next one. That
Yeah, and
battle.
yeah, that's the kid that you beat. You
Yeah.
previously beat this kid that you fighting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that fight. Yeah,
And
so,
he's a that kid. He's a good dude. He's such a
yeah,
competitor that
yeah. He wants his get back.
he watched my highlights and my prior fights after we fought, and
Yeah,
he said, "Oh shit, yo, you fucking good." He said, "Yo, why you ain't fight me like that?" I'm like, "Huh?" He
yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
"He
I told you he wants his get back. Yeah,
want the smoke. He want the real me." What I did in that fight was, you know what I'm saying. That was the strategy for that fight. You know what I'm saying. And that fight
yeah.
pretty much ran. I ran the whole fight in box.
Okay.
And he one of them classic psycho ball white boys that just want to
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
want
That
to
want to
do it.
bang. Yeah, yeah, I know. I watched that fight too. Like he's a. I was calling him a Viking. He's
Yeah.
like a Viking, man. He wants to just yeah.
So
He was trying to rip your head off, man. He was
so
really
so
trying
the
to
whole
rip your head off.
so after he said, "Yo, why you fight me like?" He said, "Yo, we gotta do it again." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like I said, I respect the guy. So you know what I'm saying. I was saying when the promoter
yeah,
came with that, I was like, "Do it." You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And,
They was feeling you too with the belt
yeah,
and all that. They was plugging the hell out of that on that fight call. Shout out to that's Boston boxing,
Boston,
right? Boston boxing promotion. Yeah, they was working the hell out of that. They like that, man. That's you incorporated the belt and all that.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And if it wasn't for me locking in with Robert Bricks,
Yeah,
that we would be matched right away. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But you know, first things first. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Me and Bricks. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be another war. And
yeah.
I
Another
know very
epic
smart.
fight. Yeah,
The kid he hasn't had much success. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying he's still dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And like reason
definitely.
why I said because I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? I was that guy who was owing this, owing that. You know what I'm saying? And when I
Yeah,
once I got my to shock the world per se. You know what I'm saying? I went for it, so I know it can happen. So I can't be lax with this kid. Just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I
yeah.
did that
No, he's
before
a fighter, man. Yeah,
against
yeah,
a guy named Stephen Moore. He was 0-3, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried
yeah,
about this. And in the gym, bullshitting on the road work, and
yeah,
me and Joe, the point start, me and Joe, we get to the weigh-in, and you can always at the weigh-in, you can always see if somebody really in shape. It's just when you're a
yeah.
boxer, you just know. And so
Okay.
he came in. From what I knew of him, he was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little solid, a little muscle
Yeah,
bound kid. Man, he motherfucker took his shirt off. This motherfucker was ripped up. Slim down.
yeah,
I'm looking at Joe. Joe keeps saying, "That's what you fight. That's what you fight." I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. He's like, "What the fuck you mean?" Like,
yeah,
that nigga in shape. And reason
yeah,
why he was
yeah,
so
yeah,
alarmed, when I see it tell, damn, he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not. Because I was like,
yeah,
oh, my mom think I just got owing this, owing that. I'm gonna go in there and smoke him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the which was the wrong. And he was thinking, oh, this guy got this many fights. Watch out. He's training like it was a world title fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you know what I'm saying?
yeah. He was
And
dedicated and took it.
I'm looking at him like, dang, this motherfucker in shape. I'm like, damn. From right there, I knew I fucked up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And got that ring, and that boy came. He came with. You know what I'm saying? He came with it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a example of me doubting my opponent, sleeping on my opponent. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
of his record. You know what I'm saying? So it he wasn't. He was
yeah,
he looked at me highly enough to where he like I'm getting in shape. I'm getting ready, and I was like, he not laying down because he's supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
came to
He was
win,
ready. He
and
was
so
ready. Yeah, that's why
but I
I was talking about that yesterday with the Lord of the Rings, man. You can't cheat boxing. If
yeah
you don't take care
you
of what you
can't.
were supposed to do in preparation before you get in that square, it will come out in that square every time.
Every
Every
time
time.
it was there
Every
every time,
time.
you
Every
know.
time.
And this you see this guy coming up, motherfucker run 10 miles a day, so ain't no going there and
Yeah,
blow him away like
he's gonna have he's gonna have his stamina up. Yeah.
stamping it up. He's wild. He's crazy. He likes to throw a lot of punches from all different type of angles, and he's gonna keep coming. When I fought him the first time, I hit him with shots that I know would have sat somebody else. I felt the vibration in my fists when they landed. He was just like, "Come on, hit me
Yeah,
again.
yeah. That's
Let
yo,
me see
man.
what you got."
That's the type of. That's why I told you. I called him the Viking, cause you was fighting one of them charged up white boys. Man, he's a caveman. Like he's into shit
Yeah,
like that, man. He's definitely into
yeah.
shit like that, man.
Yeah, why you didn't fight me like that, man?
Yeah,
You should know why I didn't fight you like that.
yeah.
Way
That's
he go.
that's what he wanted. He wanted the all out brawl with you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he wanted the
And
all out brawl with you. So
yeah.
listen,
So
what you I see you posted the video last night with Tank Davis. Shout out to both him and Leo Santa Cruz. Tremendous fight. Now, do you think that uppercut that he landed last night, you being a boxer, do you think that elevated him now to the pay-per-view star that they was trying to create? And do you think that he is with that vicious knockout, the new face of pay-per-view boxing?
uh the face, maybe not yet,
Cause because
but
they pushing Earl Spence Jr. But this is gonna be Earl Spence's
yeah,
third pay-per-view fight. He hasn't got a stoppage in none of them. He won 12 with Mikey Garcia, looked good. He won 12 with Sean Porter. It was a split decision. Javante Davis's first pay-per-view splash. You see that uppercut, man. That big uppercut knockout. That's what boxing loves, knockouts, man. Boxing loves knockouts, man. You see how I don't know if
that's that
you was on social
type
media last night. You see all the reposts of them knockouts, man. That's what boxing loves, man. So
yeah,
do you
yeah.
feel
And
do you feel that they
that's that
and you know
Tyson
how
shit.
Mayweather? Yeah, yeah, it really is that Iron Mike Tyson shit.
Like
And you know how Mayweather
how
promotion they love to run with it.
Yeah,
You know how Mayweather promotion loves to
it's like
run with it. They, go ahead.
yeah, they're gonna run with it. It's like boxing is a sweet science. You know what I'm saying? It's an
Yeah,
art. No matter how you look at it, it will be an art. But on the flip side, everybody love knockouts.
yeah, they
Everybody love
do.
knockouts. So if he keeps knocking guys out like that, he's gonna be
Yeah,
that pay per view star. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But also at the same time, he got some up that division. You know what I'm saying? Like a Haney.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Lopez.
yeah.
You're gonna have to see those, and, which is
Oh
great
yeah,
because
he
that's gonna. And
yeah, he
don't
see.
count out Lomo. Lomo just because Lomo lost, he's still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's still in the mix. And you
yeah.
can't, I tell you, forget about Gary Russell.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
forget about Gary.
Gary Russell's a dog, man. They gonna they trying to wait for Gary to get old, man. They want Gary to get old, and then he can get knocked off, man. They wait because he's up there in age. They waiting for the tread to wear off on his tires a little bit, so then they can jump on
Yeah,
him. But he stays in the gym. He stays sharp, man. It's just sad that he can't get in the mix and get none of those fights, man. It's sad, man, because
he's too
he's the
he's too
longest reigning champion. Yeah,
too dangerous for they're not is they're like no way.
yeah,
He's fast. He's defensive. Also, Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Also,
Yeah, nah, that yo,
also,
130, 135. It got a lot of good fights.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
a lot of good fights in the 130, 135. And I'm glad you brought up Tevin Farmer because now you got Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson jumped up to 130. That's a deep weight class, man. 130, 135. It's some
Yeah.
profitable fights to be made, you know?
You know what I'm saying? That that's my original weight class. That's where I started at. So I always follow that. Always follow that division. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a
Me
deep
and
division right now.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's guys. I mean, Devontae is a monster, but
Yeah.
it's guys that you can't vision. But far as pay per view star, he right now. I think like you mentioned earlier, Errol Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Errol Spence got to be a little more. You know what I'm saying? And he got to start putting these guys away like he was doing in the past.
Yeah. That's why I say, like,
So
you know me,
I
I'm
believe
a
that's what
hard Tank Davis critic. I'm a hard
yeah
Tank Davis critic. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like when it comes to the pay-per-view, format, and you trying to get the average fan, or like, see, you a prize fighter. I'm media, somewhat a hardcore boxing fan critic, which whatever you want to call me. So I'm gonna be in tune with it regardless. But the person that's not really in tune with boxing, they are gonna be in tune with the guy that's knocking a motherfucker out. So by Tank
fact.
Davis doing what
Fact.
he did last night, that's elevating him because now, when I go back to work Monday, I already know it's guys that don't even watch boxing, that don't know nothing about boxing. But the first thing they're gonna say to me Monday morning is, "Oh my God, did you see the little guy, the baby ape guy, Tank Davis, with that knockout? Oh, yo, man, that uppercut was crazy." That's what they're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, that's buzz, man. Like when you knocking
yeah,
guys out, man. That's what that yo. That's boxing, man. Not yo. The guy always knocking people out is always going to be talked about, man, because it's like no matter what. the average boxing fan that knows boxing, they know. But the person that doesn't know boxing, they think that guy that's knocking everything out is always gonna knock everything out because he's knocking shit out.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, the Tyson effect. That's what happened with Tyson. Once Tyson wasn't knocking anybody out, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Things start to outweigh whatever he's doing in the ring, or his conditions outweighing what he's doing in the ring. Because if he's not knocking these guys out, all they start nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? Why he
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing this? Why?
They started
Don't
breaking.
know
They
that.
started.
It's some guys. You know what I'm saying? It's some guys.
Yeah,
No matter how you hit them, they gonna eat it. I've been in the ring with guys like
yeah,
that, and I'm like, I know I hurt this motherfucker. And then, like, my father, my original trainer, the guy who told me that was my father. My father was a former boxer. He
okay,
told me again. And one thing he always told me is never believe the hype. So guys tell you, oh, all you gotta do is hit him with that right hand and he gonna go.
yeah,
Okay, so you hit him with that right hand and he go. Then what? You hit him with that left hook and he don't go. Then what? And that's where
yeah,
another reason. That's where your corner is very important because now what's the adjustment? That
yeah,
1, 2, 3 ain't work. It hurt. He's still right here in front of me. So now, you know what I'm saying? What's the game plan? That's what I'm saying. You always gotta
yeah,
have a plan for what if you don't knock him out? You know what I'm saying? I've been through that too where I just knew I was gonna knock this guy out. The guy gets the previous my previous fight, not the last one before that.
okay,
The game plan was hit him with a body shot and he
yeah.
go.
You talking about the guy you curled up with the body shot? Yeah, I lost your audio.
So now it's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
it's, you know what I'm saying?
your
He
audio
had to get it back up to go
your
punish.
audio's coming in and out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's the thing was going Davis is gonna eventually come across is when you hit this guy with everything you got and he don't go or he slipped that he parried that he blocked that. What's the game plan? I believe he has. I believe he's skilled. You know what I'm saying? More than people think he is because he gets so many knockouts. They forget that he can box. He do have talent. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's just because he's knocking guys out. But when
yeah,
is that gonna come out when the guy don't go? I know he got a couple decisions, but not against nobody that's really, you know what I'm saying, a threat like
yeah.
that. Say he fight
Yeah, he
Devin and
got.
Devin cut and Devin Haney eat that uppercut or he weaves that uppercut. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or Lomo or Lopez. These guys that
yeah,
cannot. I mean, Santa Cruz was kinda, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
somebody that
Yeah.
can test him,
Santa
but
Cruz was plucking him. You seen that after the fight how he looked. His eye was almost shut. He was eating a lot of leather.
but and this how things easily be forgotten. If you watch that fight, that same round before that knockout, he hurt Davis. He said had Davis on the
Yeah,
ropes, and probably could have pushed the issue for a stoppage. You know what I'm saying, but I
yeah,
mean, of course, backed off a little bit because you can't really take a risk with like that with a guy with a power like Davis to get caught swinging. So yeah, he played it right, but my point is he also hurt Davis and right before he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
why I felt like knockout was more stunning for me because like, oh shit! I was like, oh, hold
Yeah,
up now.
they was banging, man. It was like when that knockout came, it was like that
Also,
was probably the best round of the fight. That probably was the best round of the fight because it was like a good
yeah,
fire exchange. They was going back and forth, and
definitely.
the knockout just came. Like you know what it is. Leo threw them two to three lazy rights, like lunging rights, with nothing really behind them. And
And then,
that last one he threw, his chin was all out up in the air. Yo, Tank just went underneath and loaded up on that uppercut, and it landed perfectly. And
as you
and
can
that was
see,
it.
Nick was doing that kind of that first round. He finally did it. So, I mean, that
Yeah,
obviously that was in the game plan. Saw something on tape that Cruz was lazy, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna be there. So, but that's why when he landed it, it was just like so because you know
ah,
he knew that that mistake of throwing a lazy punch, them lazy right hands. But like I said,
yeah,
he, for me it was exciting because I'm like, oh, hold up now, he hurt him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, nah,
Some people might noticed it. You know what I'm saying? Some people might have. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
yeah, also you could
He,
argue
yeah,
Cruz may have possibly been up on the cards in that fight also. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because
That was a good fight, man. Listen, he exposed a lot of ranks in Tank's armor, man. Like another mathematician, another chemist, like a coach that watching that fight. He gave some blueprints what to do to break Tank
yeah,
down. Like Leo was into some good body shots. When see Leo those wild punches with his head down, and it was bound for him to get caught with that uppercut. But if throughout that fight, when he was working behind his jab, and he was throwing some nice combinations, body shots, mixing it up. He was having some good, effective action with Tank, man. Like, and it showed in Tank's face. Yo, Tank's eye was all was bruised up. Yeah, it would have got interesting if that fight would have won two more rounds
yeah,
and would have got to the eighth round. It could have got real iffy, man. But you know,
definitely.
Tank, that's Tank, man.
Yeah,
Tank bomb, man. He landed that uppercut, man. That's the one thing that you can't teach with Tank, man. Yo, Tank has that one hitter quitter power, man. You don't see that too much with the lightweights. He has
yeah.
that one hitter quitter power. Like that's heavyweight shit. Where that one punch could just turn the whole fight around. And Tank has that in that division, that 130, 135 pound division, man. That's rare.
And also you can see with Tay you can see a more dedication
Yeah,
with this fight.
he was locked in. He was
I
locked
heard
in
people
this
saying,
camp.
"Oh,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna make weight,"
yeah,
and he made weight no problem, and he can't. You know what I'm saying? But that's people who a lot of times look for a reason to down somebody. Oh, he ain't gonna make weight. He ain't gonna this. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what somebody gonna do when they motivated. When somebody motivated
yeah.
and focused, they can do anything. And
Anything,
the whole weight thing,
anything.
like I could 150 for my last fight was 154. I can make 135 easy. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah,
wanted to, all it takes is a little dedication and motivation. You know what I'm saying? Saying
yeah,
you know how somebody body works. You can say, oh yeah, he ain't gonna make that. Just because somebody ain't make weight for one fight, or they fighting a heavyweight for whatever reason, a heavier weight for whatever reason, don't people always think, oh, he can't make 130, he can't make 135. You know what I'm saying? For me, I tell, oh, you done it lightweight. Nah, I don't want to fight at lightweight. That's the whole thing. I could fight lightweight easy. You know what I'm saying? I fought 140 twice last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it happened. You know what I'm saying? It's a just because it take out a lot of distractions too in
Yeah.
previous fights to where a little change your whole camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Your audio froze, Laquan. Your camera froze. Let's see what's going on with Laquan. Yeah. Having a little technical difficulty with him. Maybe hold on. Let me see if I remove him. See, I'm learning. I'm learning with this too. Trial by error. All right. Let me invite him back now. Hold on. Let me get him. Let me get him back on here. Give me a second. Give me a second to figure this out. Send it back to his phone died. Trying to get you on, baby. Well, um, all right, we back. I gotta get. Hold on. There you go. Bring him back in. Uh, hold on. Let me send the link back out to him. See, I'm learning. This is hard. I like this though. Loving this. You know. Get it back to him now. Cool. And did that. There we go. Yeah, you back, champ.
yeah, yeah,
All right. All right. I got you. I got you. Hold on. Yeah. See, y'all. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm rocking and rolling.
yeah.
I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? This is the new app for me, but I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. Yeah, yo, continue on what you were saying.
Then I forgot where I was at with it. Um,
Oh, you were saying how you made 140. You know, you could
oh,
you fought at 140 last
enough.
year, two fights.
I fought at 140 fights last year. I mean, I've been fighting at middleweight these last couple fights, but
Okay.
that's the choice. That's not because I can't make 140, 135, 147. Like my next fight is at 47. So
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
had a
yeah,
plan.
yeah. Yeah, speak on that too. While I got you now too, speak on that aspect of like what fighters go through making weight, man. Like the process when you fighting in at 140, 135. Speak on that, man.
Like,
For the young fighters, because you got 19, 18 professional belts underneath your belt. So just speak on that whole process of going to make weight.
well, it all depends on its timing. Timing. Everybody got their own routine. Or me, I like to start coming down slowly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or or coming up slowly. Like the last fight, I came up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like there's a video out there. It made top 25 uh knockouts that 2000 in 2011 where I was knocked out. What a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know about that fight, not to make excuses, but know about that fight. I nearly, no exaggeration, almost died on the scale trying to make weight.
Wow. Yeah.
I 15 pounds in 7 days, and things I did to do that, where like I totally this fight was at 130. I like
Okay.
dehydrated everything in my body
Yeah. So
to a
you
point
was
where
totally depleted.
I could barely stand on the scale. Yeah. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like when I stepped off the scale, my quote unquote manager at the time had to catch me from falling when I got off the scale because I was so dizzy. So like if that's the closest thing to death I ever felt in my life. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
people laugh when I say that, but I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, am I about to die? And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Where so-called manager, because he saw that and he should have been like, nah, we not going on with this fight. You know what I'm saying? He was like, do you
Yeah.
want to fight? Or say yeah every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and then I got on that scale at 135. But the reason why I bring it up is because the way I went about losing weight was to not you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And was starve myself, uh, uh, we dehydrated every ounce of water out of my body just to make weight, and it was like I said, I should have been coming down slowly. You know what I'm saying? But also, I took the fight on a week less than a week notice, and
Okay.
so I have my life to where I wasn't. I only turned up the training just to make weight at that last couple of days. Lose 15 pounds, and I still
Yeah.
didn't lose the 15 pounds. I got on the scale. I was still 2 pounds for the fight. They let it go on anyway, but
Yeah.
it was a very very dangerous to lose weight. I did. So what I do, I start a month in advance. Like I did research and searches and I asked other other boxes. I read an article on we mentioned before Gary Russell, where he was talking
Okay.
about coming down.
Well, Lomachenko,
And
yeah, he cut 8 pounds, 6 to 8 pounds in an hour. In an hour when he fought Lomachenko.
yeah, so what I do now is, you know, saying I come down. So like I said, I just fought at 156 2 weeks ago. I'm on 154 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. Less than a month for my next, I gotta be 147. You know what I'm saying? Which this
Yeah.
that's not really that bad because I walk around at 150. So
Yeah.
getting down to 147 not gonna be hard. But just because you get down to 147 don't mean you know what I'm saying you ready to fight at 147. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got
Yeah.
to do it. You know what I'm saying? Then you working out. You know, when you work out, you build muscle. You adding weight, you
Yeah.
losing weight, you adding weight, you losing weight. You go up. Depends on your body.
Yeah.
So you know what I do now. I try to eat as good as possible. You know, saying the weeks leading up to the fight, a lot of water because pretty much when you got the sweat bag on and you in the gym and you sweating, all you do you taking that water out of the body. So that's why I try to keep my water intake high. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That way, no matter how much water I take out of my body, you know what I'm saying, hydrate in my body. And
You
that's why,
stay
like I said, that's what I learned
hydrated.
from that previous fight where I wouldn't drink water. I wasn't putting anything in my body. It was just I gotta make this weight. And
Yeah.
and but like I said, it's different for everybody's strategy is different. Everybody's body is different. So you know what I'm saying. The way I do it may not work for somebody else. I mean, but I sit out there because somebody else can try it or take that advice, and it might work for them, might not. You know what I'm saying, like I know some people that they can lose 10 pounds in a day and they fine. They get on the scale
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hydrate back up to 15 pounds, and they got me. I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. Is it like, oh yeah, you fight 150, you can hydrate up to 160. Boy, I can't. I don't even walk around at 160. Ain't no hydrating back up to 160. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once, even when I fought my last fight at 140, that was the mind frame. Okay, you've been fighting, you've been walking, fighting at 154, or get down to 140, and then hydrate back up. Man, I got down to 140, I hydrate back up 442. You know what I'm saying? My body different. My body not, no matter what I eat or drink, my body's not going back up that high in a matter of hours.
Yeah.
It's just my body like that. Once I get down to 140, that's where I'm gonna be. That day, the weigh in, the fight, and probably a week leading after. You know, like I said, like you see, like you see all the time, guy come in at the weigh in 140, and the next day he's 154. You know what I'm saying? You have to back up to.
Yeah.
Some people's body
He
is
has
like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have that kind of body. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm something, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't think, oh, I'm coming heavier. I'm coming heavier because I'm fighting small. I'm coming heavier for the day of the fight. Yeah. Can't think like that because you know what I'm saying. Everybody's different. But
Yeah. Everybody's body
basically
rehydrates
my
different.
my strategy, yeah, yeah. like last time I fought 140, I started losing weight at 160, but I started
Okay.
doing, you know what I'm saying, a month in advance. You know what I'm saying? And it was saying like a pound a day, 2 pounds a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm monitoring my weight to sweat. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about that when you have to lose weight, I feel, is you train harder. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
you gotta wait, or stay. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I make that mistake and do that sometimes when I don't gotta make a take a break. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I run less because get caught in your head. You think you running to lose weight? No, you running for conditioning. But once you
Yeah.
start running to lose weight, then that shit get in your head. You start thinking, wait, I ain't gotta run. You know what I'm saying? This is why people like why I'm fighting at 54. You know what I'm saying? Well, reason why the last couple fights, reason why I picked 154 is because the guys I'm fighting walk around at 154. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these guys, their experience is not up there. So if they hear, oh, I don't gotta lose no weight, all right, so they don't gotta go hard. They don't gotta train hard. They in their mind they think I'm already 154. I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do this. And then they show up to the fight out of shape or not in the shape that they should be in because they slacked on the running. They slacked on extra work in the gym. They slacked certain things because they knew they didn't have to lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you get in there, it's like, all right, I can tell he ain't been working because, like I said, making weight, you get in your head, I gotta go, I gotta train extra because I got get this. I know that's what with me.
Yeah.
If I gotta make like when I had the 140, I was doing above and beyond shit to get down to 140, which was great for me because it got me a different type of conditioning. You know what I'm saying? So I figured if I did a reverse to my opponent, let him know he don't have to make weight. He don't have to do that extra. He do this. They start thinking like, all right. I mean, a more experienced fighter, that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because they coach ain't gonna let them do it, and they already seasoned and programmed to do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But an unexperienced fighter, they probably gonna take that every time. They gonna fall for that every time. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I've been fighting at that weight class. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this guy right now is this rematch. The first time we fought at 154. So now he requested that we fight at 147. I'm no problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually,
Now,
that's better.
now, now,
That's
now,
better
now,
for
now,
because
now, now
now,
you more comfortable fighting that Are you more comfortable fighting at 147 or 154? Okay, I know. I got the email. I got the email.
really, I'm more comfortable at 40.
Yeah.
Really, my most comfortable weight class is 140. But
Okay.
it don't matter. Like I said, anywhere from 135 to 154, I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
good at. Only difference with the when you get to 54 is the glove size. It goes 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why him wanting to go down to 147 is actually better because now I'm back to 8 ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. That's better
when you
for a
have them 8 ounce
puncher.
gloves, you could feel your knuckles through them gloves. You squeeze them
Yeah.
gloves, you feel your own knuckles. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
that's
mean
why, that's why I said that's better. That's better. That's better for the
that's what
puncher.
I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, and I mean I'm the boxer in this fight as well
Yeah.
as the puncher. He throws a lot of wild punches, winging punches, but he don't have the same punching power that I'm gonna give to him.
Yeah. That's
So
one thing you do. You sit down on your punches. Good.
I believe that was,
Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
Now I said you sit down on your punches very well.
Yeah. Well, that's the Joe Harris school of punching.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Yeah. Joe loves to say that too. Yeah. That's his thing. I think we about to head to the gym in a
if
little while. You coming through? We
yeah,
about to
yeah,
shoot up to the gym in a little while.
yeah. I'm going there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm going down there today.
Yeah.
Um,
I had got on the phone with him earlier. I was trying to get him to get on the panel, but you know him. he don't like to be on the camera. Joe, Joe don't
Listen,
ever want to be on
he
the
say
camera.
he say that. Yeah, he
Yeah,
say that. He say that. Frank, he friend. Joe
yeah,
got that
yeah,
camera on the low.
yeah.
Which is
I know
that's
he
part
do. Yeah,
of
I
it. To
know he
say
do. I
get
know he
the
do.
he really
Yeah,
like that. He really want that face. But he gotta say,
yeah,
that mo. Get that camera out my
yeah,
face. So he was saying he can do it now. But with Joe like well,
yeah,
the little foot, he
yeah.
like it.
I know he do. Let everybody know before we wrap this up. Let everybody know where they can follow you at on Facebook, social media, or your social media platform.
Facebook is I got Laquan Lewis, or you can go to Laquan Lightning Lewis, and then
Okay.
we also got my Instagram. I have two. It's drop underscore world underscore life, and then you got Lightning Lightning Lewis, which is my boxing Instagram,
Okay.
and you can find any of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm a social media junkie, so so
Yeah. Everybody is
you
that.
can catch me
That's the form of marketing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm always out there giving advice to younger boxers. You know, I'm the old dog now. You know, and you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I've been dragged through the mud as far on the business side of the game, dragged all the way through the
All
mud.
right.
So
Yeah.
one of my goals with the rest of my career and beyond is to make sure that those doesn't happen to none of these younger fighters, or limit
Yeah.
it as least as possible because they're gonna do it. And
Yeah.
that's
It's a
something
cutthroat
when you're
business.
coming into the
Yeah.
game that you're not. It's like something that we're
Yeah.
not told. We just told to get in there and fight. We're not told the the shady side. You're not educated on the shady side. You just come in thinking they love you. Everybody loves you. Everybody trying to make money. And the faster as a fighter you realize that and take more control of your own career, the the the, the easier time will be. Like I didn't catch on until it was too late. I started wondering why the hell am I got all these losses and for all these my first 2 years as a pro because I was
Yeah.
a money maker for promoters, the matchmakers, and the ones I hate the most, the parasites, the
Yeah.
quote unquote booking agent, which is
Okay.
the worst form of parasites that you don't know. They come to you thinking they come to you portraying themselves as a manager and they can get you fights and they just setting you up for a little $200 that they get from the promoter. They setting you up for
Okay.
to get your ass knocked out or putting a fight that you over your head. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they put you in with a guy that's his hometown is he's the home promotion. You don't got a chance to win unless you knock him out. If you're in a knockout puncher, chalk that up to an L. But they don't
Okay.
tell you this. They don't tell you. They just say, "Oh, get in there and fight. You
Yeah.
can beat this guy. He got limited experience. He doesn't hit hard. He doesn't this." Oh, and the lies on top of lies. They'll tell you a guy had 3 amateur fights and he lost all 3 of them. They kind of find out after this guy done whooped your ass, you found out this guy was a national champion in a whole other country, and
Yeah.
he had 5 amateur fights. You be like, what the fuck? You know. But so
Yeah.
my goal
It's a cutthroat, dirty
is
business.
to mentor a lot of younger fighters on how it go, because nobody's gonna tell them. Because once the moment you're told, you become not a moneymaker for the parasites. You know what I'm saying? Because then you start turning down fight. I don't one thing they knew about me is that I'm not turning down a fight.
Okay.
So they can call me a week in advance and be like, oh, you want to fight? My ego is so high that I think I could beat anybody. If they told me fight Floyd Mayweather right now, at that time they said fight, I would have said yeah. Fuck the money
Yeah.
because I feel I can beat him. That's just my mentality. So they use that against me every time. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
before you know it, it was loss, 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 loss. And people was like, yo, you too good that all these losses going on. These are also people that don't know the business side of the game. You got people that been in the boxing 20, 30 years that don't know the business side of the game. They just know boxing. And
Yeah.
they capitalize off of your competitiveness, your desire to win, your desire to fight. You know what I'm saying? They capitalize on that to make money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of young fighters they don't know that. You come, especially coming straight out the amateurs. You know the amateurs, you fight whoever's in front of you. That's just how it go. And getting the
Yeah.
program is very different. Nobody's gonna teach you. Nobody taught me. Even guys that I thought was the most honest boxing guys in the business was crooked.
Yeah. It's
And did nothing but
cutthroat,
set
man.
me up.
Definitely cutthroat. Yeah.
Like they talk amongst each other like, oh yeah, this guy not compatible fight. It's a good one for you. He's gonna take the fight. I know he ain't been in the gym because I own the gym. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been there,
Yeah.
but I know he'll take the fight. And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I try to teach the younger up and coming fighters that, you know what I'm saying? Some of them
Yeah.
some of them got the same attitude as me. They don't like I don't fuck I'll beat anybody. Yeah, I understand that, but sometimes it's not about skill. That's when the corrupt politics sides come into the game to where, you know what I'm saying? This guy losing
Yeah.
against you is not good for business. So they gonna make sure that don't happen. If you don't knock them out, it probably ain't gonna happen. That's where you get the oh wow how they scored what they scored at
Yeah.
how because you was never gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? It's like and boxing is a corrupt sport. That stage of your career, a lot of people don't know that's where it's the most corrupted. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that talented as a motherfucker, but they don't got people in their corner like that. And then you be like, damn, this motherfucker he's 1-17. How the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Because he was set up 15 times, 10 times, and now once you get a certain amount of losses in certain states, you can't get approved for a fight. So now it's fuck you. So these people that were supposed to be managers or your coaches or your mentors or your agents, they don't give a fuck about you anymore. So now you on the back burner. Now you get scheduling your own fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I know for me it took a promoter from Africa named Inobam Oluwete. He's a promoter in Milwaukee. He's like, yo, you got talent. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you fighting all these? Why are you fighting all these fucking prospects so early? Like, what are you doing? I was like,
Yeah.
that's who I said. That's who they tell me to get. On how to pick your fights or whatever. Because he also was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
you know, like I'm saying, it took somebody from another country, another state to inform me on what's how it really going, how it really goes. And if I'd have knew that when I was 20, 17, 25, you know what I'm saying, it would have been career would have been way different. So the goal is to make sure that these younger fighters they know it. Whether they want to exercise that knowledge or not is up to them. But I still feel
Yeah.
that they should know go before they get in there and let these motherfucking parasites suck them and get them a loss for a little measly $200 that they get in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they use your competitors against you. They also use your financial situation. If they know you from the hood, you ain't got never had no much money. You don't have much money. They throw they throw you in there to fight. fight somebody that's gonna blow your ass out the water, but they'll tell you 5,000. If you struggling 5,000 for
Yeah.
20 minutes, do that. Let's just start fucking with you. Like yeah, like last year before the virus hit, they offered me 4,500. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in the gym.
Yeah.
I ain't fought at that weight class in years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Financial situation was at the time, and somehow somebody knew that, and they threw 4,500 to 5,500 at me. But now I got the knowledge. So when I told them no, they said, "What you mean no? This fight is on TV against a top guy for good money." Nah, I
Yeah.
pass. I pass because I got to. My goal is to rebuild my career, so I could fight Devin Haney for $5,000, and then I'm done after that. Because
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
at that stage, first of all, it's been a 10 round fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't fought more than 6 years, so
Yeah.
that I fight him. Of course, that's a no brainer. I'm not gonna be him. Not at that at that time they called me. Now, if I had a full training camp and been training and been fighting at that weight class, yeah, my confidence, I could beat him. But at that point, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be stupid. I'm gonna be naive to think that there was no way I would beat him at that time. You know what I'm saying? For that much, so why take a loss? Because that's would have been a loss for 400. And at my career, at my stage of my career, at my age, a loss could end it. A loss could
Yeah.
end the whole. You know what I'm saying? Because all it take, especially if I get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? One of them officials or commissioners like, you know what? I'm taking your license. You're done. It's happened. It
Yeah.
happened to me
Yeah.
before. Where they said, "Nah, you're
Yeah.
done." Like I had to fight claws and nails to get my license back. So taking a fight for that type of money for a loss that could end it for me is worth. But they prey on the fact that he's from the hood. He's probably financially struggling. At the time, I had just came home from jail, so I was
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
homeless. I was just
Yeah.
from jail, and there was a lot of people that's situation. I just gave money would have did wonders for my situation, but for boxing, it would have ended it. It was
Yeah.
ended it. That would have been a national televised fight, getting beat more than likely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wasn't training, so I was bad. It'd have been over. So now the whole boxing is done. Find something else to do now. But before I would have did, before I had the knowledge of how this, what they trying to do, what's going on. So I feel that it's my duty to educate younger fighters on how this shit goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And they
yeah,
definitely gonna get that
get a
knowledge.
chance. Yeah,
They
but
definitely gonna get that knowledge because
yeah, got to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I,
you know
I,
how I
I,
do.
I
I'm a
I feel like
go ahead, go ahead.
I was saying I fight for everybody. That's how I look at it. I sacrifice my career to get the knowledge. So I can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? Because then it'll be a waste. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pass it on. You know what I'm saying? Cause like yeah, I'm a fighter, but I'm also a licensed manager also. So eventually I'm gonna get me fighters and teach them how to build their career the right way, opposed to
Yeah.
coming in blind and just letting the parasites lie to them, tell them this and that. They're gonna do this for them, and once they get 3 losses, 4 losses, they're done with you. Is it?
Yeah.
Because you can't make them any money no more, especially in New York. You know, New York, you get 3 losses, 4 losses without a win, your boxing license is pretty much done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now you gotta be a road warrior. You gotta fight in all these different states to get a fight the unknown. So
yeah,
before it gets to that point, I rather them know. If a fighter decides to do it with knowledge, I mean, that's on them. But it's sad for them to use your competitiveness, your love for the sport, in your financial situation against you for them to make money and destroy lives. That's what they do. They destroy lives. Because there's some people, there's some fighters, this was their dream since
yeah,
birth, or and they might not have the big time promoter to back them, or or a manager to back them, or a sponsor to back them. So they're relying on these people calling them for fights and putting them in fights for their career. You know, to to find out later on that this was only for them to make a couple dollars off you. The whole plan was to get you to lose. You brought in to lose. You know what I'm saying? And I was like I didn't have the promoter. I didn't have the sponsors. All I had was my talent and my heart. And that's what they used against me. You know what I'm saying? And he'll fight
yeah,
anybody. Call him. Just call him. He'll fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? And he'll take whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I just want the younger fighters to know that's what's going on, because they don't know, and they not nobody's
yeah.
going to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Now you know I'm gonna get that
That's part
message
of
out
the
there.
documentary.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop this up and
So
edit it up.
that's
I'm gonna get them segments out there. And what you right now with
yeah,
the what you just dropping these jewels, I'm gonna put a lot of these little minute clips out. Of you just dropping them nuggets
yeah,
of the shady
yeah,
part of the game. Definitely, you know how we
yeah,
do.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know how
That's
we
you know
do.
that's a lot. What the documentary is going to be a lot about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. Probably give me blackball, but I don't give a fuck.
It's part of the
You
game.
know,
They blackball motherfuckers all the time. They
gotta,
blackball me in the
gotta,
media game.
yeah. You see, but it has to be out there. And whatever the consequences for it, I'm willing. I don't care. It
Yeah,
destroyed just a lot of young black, not just black lives, white lives, Spanish lives are being destroyed, and dreams and careers are being destroyed for these parasites to make a couple of dollars to build somebody else up that ain't shit. You know what I mean? That ain't
yeah,
shit. To build somebody else up to be 20, to build somebody to be 20 to get knocked out for $1 million when they get their
yeah.
opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's the shady business.
That's
Well,
you know what I'm saying.
I call it the shady industry now, because
Yeah,
they done turned boxing into an industry. It's just like the music
yeah,
industry now.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. The music industry is like the best comparison to the boxing industry.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
It is down,
And,
man.
that's why you see Jay Prince success with it, because you know what I'm saying. He's a veteran in both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they so similar. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what I'm saying. If you know one, you pretty much gonna be good in the other. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
how to move. Yeah, absolutely.
But it's
You know how to move around.
yeah. But once a fighter gets the knowledge and willing to use the knowledge, sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Sky's the limit.
You because
You know
you
what
know
I'm
how
saying?
to move in the game. You know how to move your chess
Yeah,
pieces in the game. Then, yeah.
yeah,
Well, Quan, man,
exactly. You know what I'm
I
saying? And
appreciate your time, warrior. I'm a send this link to you so we can start pushing this video and promoting it. And yo, be on the lookout for the Leighton and Lewis documentary hosted by yours truly, Jackal Fitness. We definitely gonna be working on that and pushing that out real soon. And November 25th, Thanksgiving Eve, Laquan, Leighton and Lewis back in action, Boston promotion.
Yes, sir.
Thanks again, champ.
You already know, my guy.
Uh huh.
No problem.
One,
Anytime.
yeah, definitely. I'm gonna see you in a little while at the gym.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. That's about it. Again, once again, another solid Jack Talk podcast featuring professional prize fighter Laquan, the Dawn, Leighton, and Lewis. Just be on the lookout. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep pumping these out, man. We're gonna keep doing these. You know the vibes. You know, Jackal Fitness, Underground Kings. About to head to the gym now with my team Tucker. Shout out to Jahad Tucker, K. Sean Boyd, Marley Tucker, Music, Joe Harris. Fight day coming soon. Yeah. I holla. Yeah, yeah.